I'm back on the track. So, I was here yesterday. Don't really know what to talk about. And, just, stuff's good. Stuff's fine right now. School's almost over, which is awesome. And, it's only been 37 seconds. And I feel like I've been talking for a while, and there's a lady here that's looking at me like I'm crazy. There's a pink bicycle. I don't really know what to talk about. Palm trees. Oh yeah, okay, so we were watching this thing in Miss Vantel's class, and it showed this bird eating the seeds inside of a pine cone, and I didn't know that pine cones had seeds, but it looked really gross, because he had this beak that just, like, opened it up, and then he had, like, this super crazy long tongue that was just, like, that licked the seed out, and oh my gosh, it was freaky. And then I told my friend when we were watching it, I was like, I don't know whether this is cute or disgusting. So. So I'm at 7 minutes now. Oh, butterfly. I don't think I got it. At 11 minutes. I need to put my hair back. But I can't because I need to record and I can't stop. So So maybe I'll talk about shows. I love cartoons, and I want to be a cartoonist when I get older. And I want to go to the California Institute of Arts. That is a very, very prestigious school for anything having to do with the arts, at least here in California. And it is one of the number one ranked in the top 5. And two of my favorite show creators went there. That's Darren Nefsey and Alex Hirsch. And so, and they created two of my favorite shows. Alex Hirsch created Gravity Falls, which was sort of based on him and his sister growing up when they were on a summer trip to Oregon with their uncle. And I love how he includes things that are from his childhood, but he changes it and he makes it more appealing to all audiences. Not to mention that they have Morse code in almost every single episode. And there's a code everywhere you look. There's always something hidden in that show. And I think that's what's best about it. They released a book, which is the Journal 3, which is already it was not a prop, it was the book that Dipper used in the show to fight off monsters, gremlins, Grandmoblin, which was a gremlin and a goblin mix, the shapeshifters, ghosts, and evil gnomes, of course, because you can't have a show without them. And, well, not all of them are evil. There was one really funny one. And, unfortunately, that show only had 2 seasons, so it aired for 2 years. But what's great about it is that there wasn't missing anything. It was a summer's worth of fun, and it timed the show great. Not to mention that the start date, Alex Hirsch is all about codes and finding these things in shows when he was little, which is what caused him to want to be what he is today. Right now he's working on a show with Fox. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure it'll be amazing. And right now he, oh wait, there is that. And, the show had 2 seasons. It only aired for 2 years, but that's how he wanted it, because if you take the start date of the show, the year, the month, and the day, and you flip them upside down, the 19 becomes a 16. The numbers all flip, and that was the day that it ended. The end date of the show. And that's amazing that he even timed that. And he wrapped it all up quite nicely in a cute little bow, if I were to say so myself. And there's one character that everybody loves, who I personally think is kind of selfish sometimes, but she is pretty funny. Everybody loves her, and I think that the reason that I don't love her as much as everybody else is because I'm very similar to her. Like, she's this boy crazy lunatic who falls in love with all the boys that she meets over the summer, and she makes goo-goo eyes at them, and says things like, "Is it hot in here, or is it just me? Is it just that guy?" And those are hilarious lines. But I think I'm like that too. So that could be why I don't think it's that funny. I do think it's really funny, but that could be why I don't think it's as funny as everybody else who thinks that people aren't actually like that, because I'm like that. And she's crazy. But she's a great character too. She's based off of Alex Hirsch's sister, Ariel Hirsch. And then there's so many great things in that show. And then the other TV show producer is Darren Nefsey, who created Star vs. the Forces of Evil. And of course, empowerment to all women who have started to create these TV shows. All these amazing cartoons are being created by women now. Of course, there's still men who do it. And I think that it's amazing that these women can think up these plots. And I think that I would be a good fit for that kind of job, because it's something that I love. I love to draw. I love to make up stories. Literally everywhere I look, I see something that I could write about, but then I never really do. Whether it's going on a trip, whatever happens, I always think of a potential storyline with it. And it's not intentional. It's just something that pops up in the back of my head. And so I think it would be good for that job, and that I could definitely write some, not to sound full of myself, but I think I could write some great scripts and some great stuff for TV shows. I would have to be accepted into the California Institute of Arts, which their acceptance rate is 27%. So it wouldn't be that much of a percentage that anybody could get in. But as I said, I do love drawing, and I think if I express myself creatively and with my drawings and with what I would think would be great storylines, I think that could potentially be a really great thing for me. Maybe I could first start out on a show, and then I can maybe branch off and make my own show. And I think that that'll be fun, and I most definitely want to. I want to include these shows, just little clips of them, just for fun. Because most of the shows that I watch, they all have to do with galaxies, different universes. There's Star vs. the Forces of Evil has her universe scissors, and Steven Universe is one universe, and he can travel to he's with his gems, who are from Homeworld, which is another universe, and there's multiple other universes that they can go to on a warp pad. And there's different dimensions that Ford came out of in Gravity Falls, and they're all connected dimension-wise, and I think it would be fun, if I ever do get to that point, to include just a little drawing of them in the same episode, include a little drawing of them, or cartoon of them, maybe opening up the scissors for Star, opening up the scissors to the dimension, or warping into that dimension, or going through a portal into that dimension, like in all my favorite shows. Okay, it's been 21 minutes and 25 seconds, so I'm gonna sign out now. Goodbye.